much difference. Paul in Farmingdale, what's up, Paul?
Hey, Mike. First time, long time, big fan. Thanks.
What's happening? What's happening?
I'm a Mets season ticket holder. I'm in the Promenade, section 403, row 1. I do okay sell my tickets on StubHub. But this year I've noticed a phenomenon. I don't know if you know this, but when you sell tickets on StubHub...
I never have sold one. I've never sold one, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, if you list the tickets on StubHub, you can actually go to the history and see what else is sold in your section.
So you can go get a legitimate printout of what is sold in your section.
I guess you can print it, but more importantly, you can see it.
Oh, you can see it. I mean, but you can see it. You can see the numbers of what's actually sold in your section.
That's correct. So what I'm noticing...
Can you see the whole stadium or just your section?
You can, but you have to go and click on it. So there's like a seating chart, so you have to click on each section. So like I said, I'm in section 403. I'm in the first row, so I do okay. A lot of people like to sit in the first row right up there in the Promenade. But what I've noticed this year, okay, we have I think the Mets have a Colorado series coming up next week.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough sell for me. So my tickets are $28. I try to put them on there for like 32, 33, to try to break even.
Do you go to games, or are you just in the business of selling tickets?
I go to games. I got a 7-year-old. He's a big fan. I probably go to 20, 30 games a year.
Okay, so you do. So you buy him to defray the cost. You're not trying to do it. I guess enough people do this as kind of a little cottage industry, huh, to try and make a couple of bucks.
My son's 7. I sit right in that front row. There's nobody in front of him. I'm willing to pay it. And last year I actually did well, even though the team wasn't great. I actually broke even. I went to my games and kind of broke even. So I sold the Yankee games for more. I sold opening day for more, so on and so forth.
And what did you do with opening day this year?
This year I'm going. I got 6 seats. I'm taking the family.
Oh, okay.
I try to make it a tradition. I try to go. But the biggest thing I'm noticing this year is, especially for that Rocky series coming up, the 4 games during the week, there's a guy in row 2 behind me who had sold 26 tickets for $12 for almost all those games. 26 tickets for $12 a ticket. For $12 a ticket. Now, if you go to, let's say, the Dodgers are coming into town in May on the weekend, so that's a decent ticket.
Right.
There's not 26 seats available in row 2. It's just me and another guy. I have 6 in the first row.
So how's that? So what you're telling me is the team selling them? Listen. The team is selling tickets, okay? I mean, I don't care what they tell you. I've heard this 100 times now. I've had ticket guys call me up off the air and give me documentation. I mean, they deny it. They're going to deny it till the cows come home. What am I going to tell you? But you got guys everywhere telling you that the team is unloading tickets on stuff. I think they probably are, but I don't even know. That's their business, what they do with their tickets. There's a perfect example. If you're someone who wants to go to a ball game and finance is an issue, and you say, you know what, I have to pick my spots. Mets home next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Colorado. All those places are going to be empty. They're playing Colorado on a Monday night in April. That place is going to be empty. You could buy tickets, I guarantee you, in that ballpark for $3 a ticket. Maybe less that night. I guarantee it. I guarantee you can get a good ticket for under $10. They're playing Colorado Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And the next week after that, Houston's in. Houston is not going to draw during the week. You could go to those games on the cheap. So, I'm telling you, this way this setup is now, it used to you had to go buy a ticket. Now, maybe you could move down, and maybe you could buy a couple of tickets. Listen, when I was a kid, I would buy reserve seats in the back part of the lower deck. Third base, reserve. Upper reserve, back in the back of that lower deck. And then I'd go down, be like 4 of us. I'm going to tell you honestly, we'd go down, we'd give the usher $5 and sit in a box seat, which what we would always do. That was our game. That was what we did when I was a teenager. So we did every time. And usher was, he's an old usher guy sitting there. There's nobody in the ballpark. What does he care? Who cares who's sitting in the seat? I mean, the guy made $5. God bless him. And, that's it. And you sat there and you had a great seat. That's what we used to do all the time. We used to do that all the time. We buy the ticket, come down, give the usher. You show the usher the ticket with a little, you gave him a little $5. And that was it. He'd sit you down there. He'd even dust off your seat for you for $5. That was it. That's it. He loved you. Gave him 10, he'd bring you a hot chocolate. 3 o'clock, here's me.